Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Tuesday, October 4th, and this is the market overview, looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, XOI, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, SLV, and that's it. Alright. Wow, what a negative day we had for most of the day, and then just a crazy, incredible move there at the end. Absolutely ridiculous, but that's it. We did note in the daily running thread once again a warning on the 14-day RSI on UUP once again, and there at the end of the day it worked out. So anyways, we were down sub 10.5 on the Dow today. Really crazy. I'm sure there was all kinds of people saying this is it, this is the end. And, well, I mean, certainly there are bearish signals on the daily, of course. I mean, we've been tracking that with the with Guppy. And once again, Guppy still looks negative. You know, we don't have an uptick yet, so there's that. We're still below the lower price consensus level. There's that. Still have the middle Bollinger Band above the short-term moving averages. There's that. And we are making new lows. There's that. Now for the flip side of it. We have the 14-day RSI moving average on the Dow stalling out, which is really interesting because it takes a lot to move it. And so normally it moves in very ordered waves. We can see here on this last one it didn't get all the way to the top, started going back down again, and now it is leveling out once again. So that isn't the greatest sign. I mean, we keep watching this for its angle, and as long as it was pointing down, that's good. But we can see the stochastics starting to level out, and if they decide to turn around and bring all this stuff back up, then that'd be pretty amazing. Certainly, this is the area where, an area I should say, where people can get confused really easily, but I still maintain that we do have to see Dow 10K to get QE3. So, that it almost got to 10.4 today. I mean, what's 400 points? Not much of anything. So, anyways, but we will see, and essentially all of our secondaries leveling out. Now the 5-minute is going to be overbought because of the move. Look at this move at the end of today, like a rocket. Old Benny boy at work once again. But we can see we have the stochastics very high, 14-day RSI moving average almost getting to the top along with everything else. But once we start scaling it back, here's the 15-minute. 14-day RSI still has plenty of room to move, although the stochastics are getting pretty toppy. 30 minutes. Just barely getting underway with 14-day RSI. So all kinds of room to move everywhere. Yeah, CCI very high, but when you have a little pullback, it fixes that, and it's not a big deal. 60 minutes. 14-day RSI moving average not even underway yet, so how about that? And the 180, yeah, it's trying to turn around and then move with the stochastics. So certainly we could have a challenge of this top back here at 11.3, but I still say Dow 10K at some point in the not too distant future. But you know, we're going to have all these fluctuations with news and politics and all that other nonsense. But so that's fine. If you were playing it short today, you could have made good money. If you're playing long, at the end of the day, you could have made money. All we care about is making money. And once we get to UUP, I'll have some more to say about that. Oh, and of course, ended with a hammer today on the Dow. Ended with a hammer on, well, fat body hammer on SPX. we do have a slight uptick on SPX, giving us a target of 1150. 25 points to the upside. Wouldn't that be enough to shake out some bears after these last couple of days and everyone proclaiming that this is the end, the recession is here, everyone gets short, and then boom, we take it away before it continues on its merry way. Very devious. I'm accustomed to that now. The VIX. Ooh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. This is very significant, actually. We have a bearish engulfing of the previous two real bodies. We broke through the upper price consensus level. We're coming in on the major price consensus level, and the talking heads love 42, and we bust through 42 as well. You can see that the stochastics are turning down. 14-day RSI moving average is still marching up, but you know, a pullback as the stochastic meets up with the 14-day RSI is just fine. So that's not a problem in my opinion at this moment. Certainly we can have a bar retest. Certainly we have a downtick. It was met intraday, but bar test would be just fine. XOI hammer uptick. Have an uptick target round about 1060, and now we can see the stochastics turning up. 14-day RSI moving average still pointing down. It is a minor angle, but regardless, if this were to flatten out all the way, that will also be a tell. TNA bullish engulfing uptick. We have an uptick target of 35. Just above 35. We can see the 14-day RSI moving average leveling out from its descent angle. Stochastics turning up from oversold. Uptick on the histogram. And if we do get a bar retest, it'll be at 40, which coincides with the major price consensus level of the previous month. So makes complete sense. And I'm just happy that we dipped down into the 20s, because that's what the black box number 1 said weeks ago, and we did hit that. We did not hit the bottom of the price projections of the black box, but by the same token, we also have not gone down to Dow 10K, so we'll be watching for that. And moving on to the most important one, UUP. This one we've been saying for quite a while, that 14-day RSI moving average was getting to the very top, and we were waiting for the hook. And that the hook is massively important and would produce an up move in the market. Certainly, we are got above the upper Bollinger Band today, backed away from it. Did not get a bearish engulfing. That would have been nice. We do not have a downtick yet, and we are a good bit away from the upper price consensus level and the major. You can see the CCI rolling over, the stochastics trying to roll over, RSI rolling over, downtick on the histogram, and almost a downtick on the MACD. Now what about that 14-day RSI that we've been watching for so patiently? Well, I'm going to show you. There it is. Slight downtick on 14-day RSI moving average. Massively important. And now certainly we could have some counter move. It turns around in a couple of days, levels out. Point is that it's extremely high and it needs to come down. Now I'm saying that Dow 10K is a very real possibility. I am expecting it. So how do you get that if RSI just goes all the way down and you know, euro goes up, dollar goes down, blah blah blah? Well, it's because I don't believe that it's going to get all the way to the bottom. I believe that it is going to go down, it's going to get out of oversold, and it's going to turn around. So there is my theory, and we're going to see how it goes, but I do believe that is what's going to happen. Moving right along to FXE. Okay, we don't even have to blow up FXE to see that we have the curl up on the 14-day RSI moving average. We almost have a bullish engulfing, but we do not. We do not have an uptick yet on the short-term moving averages. And of course up on the CCI, almost up on the stochastics, up on the RSI, up on the histogram, almost up on the MACD. How about that? Well, going right along to gold, our second VIX. Well, we can see that we have a fat body hammer here today. It was a red day after our little doji yesterday. And we do have an uptick, which has a couple more days to resolve itself, just shy of 165. Which, when you think about it, is not that big of a move. Downtick on the CCI, uptick on the fast stochastic, uptick on the slow stochastic, still waiting for a curl on the 14-day RSI moving average, downtick on the RSI, uptick on the histogram, downtick on the MACD, mixed bag, waiting for that curl. But beyond that, if the dollar is going to go down, UUP craps out, this should be going up. And so I'm not overly concerned about this. At the very least, at some point we're going to have a retest of the bar, which is collapsing, but I do think UUP is going to go down, and in doing so, gold is going to go up. Now, since it is our second VIX, you could say, well, if Euroland is going to calm down, then shouldn't gold go down? You would think so, except that gold is priced in dollars. So dollars worth less, gold gets more expensive. So yes, there is a bit of a push-pull there, but I do believe that the pricing in dollars will ultimately prevail over a reduction in fear. And I don't believe that the reduction in fear is going to be extreme. So, and going right along to silver to close out the market overview. Yes, we ended with a hammer. No, we do not have an uptick as of yet. 14-day RSI moving average very low. Stochastics kind of just screwing around. Downtick on the fast stochastic. Side tick on CCI, side tick on the RSI, uptick on the histogram, side tick on the MACD. I do like silver. It'd be great if it got a little bit cheaper, because I would like to buy it a little bit cheaper, but we're going to have to see how this one goes until we have an uptick and until we have this curl on the 14-day RSI moving average. I'm just waiting. And there you have it. There is the market overview for tonight. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.